have to be able to communicate your formations in. My wide receivers coach does it. He has the headset on. He'll communicate the formation. All right. My quarterbacks. Nah, we'll go into that. Let's just go over how we call formations real quick. All right. Every player. Here's something. This offense. Our X receiver always lines up on the left. Our wide receiver, go back, coach, before they start reading that and not listening. Like the kids. My wide receiver is my tight end, spread tight end. He always lines up on the right, on the line. X is on the line on the left. Y is always on the right, on the line. My Z is always on the right, off the line. My H, my movable piece, running back receiver type, he's always on the left in the slot in that 2x2 set. Okay, that's our base formation. Now, we have words that speak to each position to move them. Okay, and you're going to be teaching your kids 4 or 5 words tops. In 2 words, I can get to any formation you can draw up. I can isolate anybody I want. I can just move any piece I want. Okay? We'll go through each one. Go ahead then. You want to go through any of that? No. Alright. No motions. Okay. Our Z. He's always going to line up on the right unless he hears one of these words. If I say late, I can switch my Y and my Z. To get that Z on that linebacker, if the linebacker's out there covering the slot because they think it's just going to be a tight end out there. Alright? If I say flip, I flip, moves the Z to the other side and side of the X. Alright? That isolates my Y. If I want to go play jump ball with a big tall kid on a little short corner. If I say flop, it puts my Z outside of my X, going to get my X down inside. It's another trip set. If I say rip, because my tight end now, they got someone up in his face and I want to get him off the ball so he can get into his route a little better. And the Z will step up tight and come off. If I say left, that's when my tight end goes from the right side to the left side.
But the thing is, we're hard recording that.
Those other 2 I don't even use. Alright? If I say, yeah, keep going. Go to the next one. Y. The Y is always on the right. No matter what, he knows it's going on the right, on the line. If I say yo, he puts his hand down. Now he's attached. That's how I attach him, yo. H yo. I just attach the tight end. I say left, moves the Y to the left, right? If I say left yo, I move to the left, put his hand down. Okay, now I'm in tight trips. Alright? And I've isolated my Z. I can get him one-on-one with anybody I want. I can get my guys one-on-one with anybody I want at any time. If I say late, we already talked about that with Z, we switch to Y and Z. Okay? I call late a lot when I'm throwing bubbles. Because I want to throw a bubble to my Z, not my tight end, to get a 4-yard gain. Okay? So I use these words to get the ball to the guy I want to get it to, depending on the situation. If I say rip, yo, rip, remember what rip was? Rips the Y off, puts the Z on. If I say rip yo, yo told him to put his hand down, rip told him to come off. Now I got my Y in a wing. I can run those wing sets like Auburn. Alright, so my tight ends learn 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words. And I can put them anywhere on the field I want. Alright. H, that's my movable piece. He's in an ace. He's on the left in the slot off the ball. If I say dart, just like late over here, switch those 2. Dart will switch those 2. Okay? If I say bow, back's outside. That's an empty set. Tailback goes to the right. My H just goes outside of the X. Bow, back's outside. Okay? If I say early, now he goes over to the other side. I've isolated my X. He's between the Y and the Z. If I say early hit, H-I, H inside. So now I just moved him inside of my Y. Which I do that on some plays that I want to get an H running down the middle of the field on a post when I'm running corner routes against, the cover 2. You get a fast guy, run that post route or that pipe route, whatever we're going to run. Empty, we line the same as ace, I'll say T right or T left. So on my tailback to go right or left. Wing, puts the H in a wing. Ace wing, now he's on the wing. Or my option out of that sometimes. All right, if I say early wing, then he's in the wing on the other side. There's no formation you can draw that I can't get to in 2 words. We can watch the Packers and the Patriots play and draw and call every formation in 2 words and get our kids in it. Instead of having them memorize stuff. They're learning terminology that speaks to them, okay? Deuce. Deuce is a lot like rip. Moves the X off and the H on. And we'll show you. Over. Now I move the X over, I've isolated my H. It's 3 by 1. And then hover, that's our motion when we go back. Go ahead, coach. T, Bo, backs outside, he goes all the way outside. H and him, backs outside. T right, T left. That's all we need. X, dart, you've already heard that. Moves X inside the H, that's what flips them. A lot of these are the same words because there's 2 guys involved. Bo, deuce, over. I don't use those other 2, haven't in 3 years. All right, go ahead, coach. Colors are, coach, you're on the wrong PowerPoint. Down 1. All this stuff that I don't use because I cut it out from last year. Keep going. Now it's much shorter. Colors are 2 back sets. If I say blue, that puts the H in the backfield and 2 back gun. Blue, what's the second letter? L. He's on the left. If I say green, he's on the right. And our I sets, it's black and brown for offset left, offset right. So any colors are just 2 back sets. Okay? Guess where the Y, the Z, and the X are going? Y is still there, Z is still there, X is still there. I say blue flip, now I put the Z over there, and I blue flip. I can get guys anywhere. So here's blue. Blue, second letter, L. You remember that. You can teach a kid that. That's blue. Blue flop, Z outside of the X. Keep going. Let's go. Blue flip, Z inside of the X. Blue late, I just switched these 2. Go. Blue yo, I attached the tight end to block the power. Go. Blue flip yo, I flipped him and I went closed. Go. Blue left, move the tight end over. Blue left yo, attach him over there. Keep going. Green, same thing. Keep going. Flop, right, flip, yo, flip yo, left. They don't hear a word that speaks to them. They go to where the X goes to the left, the Z goes to the right, everybody goes to where they're supposed to go anyway. Ace, this is our base formation. Okay? This is where they line up every time unless they hear one of those words. Ace yo, go. Ace late, flip them. Flip these 2. Ace over, brought the X over, isolated the H one-on-one. Go. Ace flip. Go. Ace flop bunch. Throw the bunch in there. I just tightened them up. Go ahead. Ace left. Ace left Joe. Ace wing left Joe. Put the H in the wing, put the tight end down there. Go. Over left Joe. Put the X over. The only word that means anything to my X, I'm going to line up on the left on the line every time. I hear over, oh, they're talking to me. I got to go over there. You know, so you have words that speak to each position. Keep going. Wing flip, yo. T right, T left. H rip. What did rip do? Hold the Y off, put the Z on if I wanted to do that. Or I can have him on and him off if I didn't say rip. Okay? Keep going.
If we could go back to that A set. You'll notice on the PowerPoints, the T is always on the right.
As a habit, I tell him to line up opposite of the H, wherever he's at. Unless the play dictates differently.
Then the play dictates his alignment.
Yeah.
What are your rules for T as far as where he lines up on quarterback?
Depends on the play.
heel to toe, or?
Depends on the play.
Depends on the play.
We have 2 alignments.
We have, yeah, just 2. Outside runs, he's toe to heel. Inside runs, trap, zone, power, counter, he's 1.5 yards behind him. 2 alignments, nothing more. And then in pass plays, you just tell him to mix up his alignments, so then nobody will ever know. Yeah,
You want me to put H in the hill and Y in
tight.
the
I sent in another tight end, call it tight. And it's not the H, it's the X, we'll pull the X out. So we'll send that tight end in for the X, or if we have a big X, like we usually do, 6'3", 6'4" kid, he'll go put his hand down. All right, go ahead. Keep going, coach. Now we'll be done with this real quick. Dart. What did Dart do? Flip those 2. I'll go back to spots. This stresses people out. Ace left, T left. We move the tight end to the left. Glendale Community College has a terrible time handling 4 receivers on one side, for example. Don't anybody tell them I said that. Okay, dart, flip it, go. Dart, yo. Dart, late. I flipped them both. See? Flip the Y and the Z, that's late. That's dart. Go. Dart, flip. I switched them and moved the Z over here inside of the X. Flip. Okay? Dart, flop from outside of the X. So now, well, the reason I'm telling you guys this is, I had a really hard time going trips left and trips right, and having my guys in the same spots all the time. There's certain plays you want certain guys in certain spots, depending on what kind of athlete they are. All right, go ahead. Dart left. Early. Just brings the H over inside of the Y. Now the T, he goes opposite of the H. All right. We play around with it a lot. I mean, we have 2 concepts. Our spacing concept, the old West Coast concept. We put him here. He's running the shoot. We got a spot, a hitch, and a go to take the top off, so we get a 3-on-2 over here. And we run our floods like that because he has to